Got the baddest bitch in the city, so don't fuck around. Know them hoes is out to get me, they don't hold me down. Know me now, act like you don't know me now. Let my bitch off the purse, she get 100 rounds. 100 rounds, hold me down.
So as y'all can see, I'm in the car, and I decided I don't want to say I didn't have the time necessarily, but I just thought this would be a good time while I'm driving to tell y'all I gotta put y'all on real quick, because I feel like I almost got, and I'm pretty good with like scoping out fraud or scams or stuff like that, but I low-key, I don't know if I would have necessarily said they would have got me, but I feel like overall, I just feel like everybody should, you know, look out for these type of things if you're an influencer, or just quite frankly, if these people try to hit you up or whatever the case may be. So before I even get into it, I am driving, so if I feel like the, you know, outside, you know, atmosphere is a little bit too loud, then I'm probably gonna have to record it. Y'all probably not even gonna see this, but if I feel like it's okay, then it's good. But it's a car talk, y'all, so I'm gonna try to reduce the background noise as much as I can. So anyway, y'all know me, I'm a grown influencer. I would consider myself I want to say a micro influencer, but then again I wouldn't, because it's like I do have a decent amount of following, but I'm not in 100Ks, and you know, well, on YouTube, but the engagement don't match, so I kind of just don't feel it, but whatever. So I don't consider myself the biggest influencer, but I feel like I'm big enough for companies to, you know, want to pursue me and want me to, you know, promote their brand and so on and so forth, right? So I get an email from Fashion Nova. It says Fashion Nova. Now, I never worked with Fashion Nova before. Fashion Nova did write me before a couple of years ago, and they just wasn't, I think they was trying to, I could have sworn it was Fashion Nova. You know what? I can't even confirm that for sure, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Like, I have a pretty good memory, but I don't think I have any receipts to back that up, so I'm gonna just keep that where it is. Anyway, so this company hit me up, Fashion Nova, whatever the case may be. So they sent me this big paragraph. I'm gonna enter it on the screen right here. You can pause it if you want to read or whatever the case may be. But they're basically saying that I would be perfect for their campaign, and whatever the case may be. They looking for me to influence their new thing. They want to get started immediately, etc., etc. Cool, right? Cool. Everything's good. So me sitting here, of course I'm a little excited, because Fashion Nova at this point is a multi-million-dollar business. So it's just like, my fault, y'all. The lighting gonna be doing a lot of moving around. I apologize for that now, but it is what it is. I can't do shit about it now. But so yeah, so they're saying basically they want to work with me. Cool, great. So now I'm looking at it. Now the first thing that kind of caught me off guard was the fact that the email was a Gmail, and it caught me off guard because it didn't look too professional. However, I do work with a lot of AliExpress vendors, and I believe some of them have Gmails, because at first I thought some of their email addresses was a bit weird. Like, I thought they was really weird, and I was so skeptical about working with them at first. But further down the line, I realized that that's just their email, because everything went through. I got paid, everything was promoted, like everything, you know, worked out. That's a little bit weird, but you know, whatever. So I'm sitting here like, even though this is a little bit weird, let me ask my, you know, influencer friends what they think about this, because I know some of them work with Fashion Nova before, and I know they're kind of big influencers themselves. So I'm like, oh yeah, this would be the perfect opportunity to just let them know. So I hit everybody up, but everybody was like living their own life, so nobody really was able to get back to me. And I was just like, look, if this is real, I don't want to stop a potential bag trying to wait for everybody to, like, you know, let me know if this would be okay or not, or does it look fraudulent or whatever the case may be. So I just took the chance, and I started writing them back. So I basically told them, they said they will pay me either, I'm gonna enter all the emails that I got from them so you can see exactly what they were saying. But they was basically saying that they'll send me 10 pieces of clothing of my choice, and they can either pay me at the end of every month or after every post. So of course, who wouldn't want to get paid immediately after I post? Like, yes, collect my coins. I need all the coins coming in immediately. So I'm like, all right, cool. right? Cool. So now, of course that does sound exciting, but something else that threw me off was the fact that a lot of these companies don't let you have your way with it. Like they don't just let you have your way. Like there's always a catch. There's always they need you to do it a certain way, post by this time, do da. Like that's how it kind of goes. So the fact that they was giving me so much leeway, of course that kind of made me a little bit more skeptical, but it was just kind of like, well, maybe this is how it is. I never work with Fashion Nova. I never work with how many companies. So I do feel like I was a little bit oblivious, but I really honestly did not know because I never worked with this type of company before. So I'm like, all right, cool. So they basically said that they was going to pay me based off of my insights and my engagements, whatever. So I sent them my insights and engagements from 7 days and from 30 days because I've been having a lot of engagement lately, y'all. Like my pictures been going viral a little bit, you know. My followers jumped like 10K, and I'm just like 10K within like 2 weeks, and I'm like, what the hell did I do? I'm like, what the fuck did I do? What did I do? Like I was so confused, but I didn't want to question it because I'm like, all right, God just wanted me to get here, so I'm here. I ain't complaining. We here. What's up? Right? Lisa, what's up? So cool, everything's going great, and we're doing something. So I sent them my insights, and a lot of, you know, not every company is going to ask for your insights to like being an influencer, but some will actually ask you for insights. They want to see how much engagement you got, because you know, when you as a company, if you are investing in an influencer to promote your business, you want to make sure they have a good engagement, they have a great buying audience. You don't want to just put your money into, you know, someone who just has a lot of followers or a lot of likes, because just because they got 1 million followers and all these comments and stuff like that doesn't mean that they have a buying audience. And a lot of, like, for example, if you are a girl who posts pictures half naked, and you know, of course a lot of men is gonna follow you, but say you got like 1 million followers, most of those followers is gonna be men, like I said. So if you're gonna promote a hair business, who's gonna be doing, like, you're barely gonna get anybody to buy it, because men, they're not really into that. Like, they want to see that ass. Like they don't want to see, you know, whatever you may be promoting about. They don't care about none of that stuff. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, for future reference, if you're a company trying to invest in an influencer, I will always say to make sure that they have a buying audience, and make sure that they already kind of have, you know, their niche is kind of already similar to what you're selling. So everything will make sense, everything will tie in, and you'll get a better chance at gaining some customers from their promotion. So that's just that. I just want to throw that out there. They wound up telling me, you know, I sent them the engagement, you know, blah 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 blah. So they asked me my rates, and I was a little thrown off, because I'm just like, y'all asking me my rates, and y'all just said that y'all would pay me based off of my engagement. So I'm thinking, okay, if they're gonna pay me based on my engagement, I did want to throw some prices in, but let's talk about it. These companies be trying to lowball influencers that don't have all these hundreds of thousands of followers. So it's like, at the end of the day, you gotta try to get what you could get from these companies. I'm not saying scam them or whatever the case may be, but if you feel like you're worth it, you got the engagement, you got the followers, you got all of that, charge them your price. Don't try to charge them a low price because you think you're not gonna be good enough, or you may think like, oh, they're not gonna pay me this much. No, try to at least give them a high price and negotiate your way down. Don't try to lowball yourself, and then they probably would have gave you way more, but now you gave them a low price. They're like, yeah, we'll go with that. Don't do that to yourself. Just definitely try to see what you got to get in when you fit in, and try to work your way. You got to know how to negotiate, and you got to know how to charge your worth. But that's a whole nother video. So anyways, let me know if y'all would want a video on how to charge your worth and, you know, stuff like that, because it could get very technical, but it's also not rocket science either. Like, to be honest, it did take me a while to try to understand, but I'm pretty sure I got to a place where I became comfortable with what I charge, and I feel like I'm worth what I charge, depending on the kind of content. All right, so boom. So now they're like, oh, they'll pay me by my engagement, whatever. So I sent them my engagement, and now they're like, so what do you charge? So I'm like, oh, so I sent you my engagement, and you're still trying to tell me what do I charge? So let me really tell you how much I charge. So, oh my God, all of these underpasses annoying me. y'all don't never record a video driving like and talking, because I hate when the lighting starts to change OD. Like, that's so annoying. I feel like I'm getting mad, like mad dog. It's mad annoying. Anyway, so I'm like, all right, boom. So now I'm hitting up some of my friends. Now I'm like, what should I charge? Like, I don't even know what to charge. Now, of course, I have set prices and they're gonna stay like that. But then I didn't know. Like, I didn't know no better. I didn't know. So I'm like, oh, should I charge this? So it literally took me about a whole day, or a little less than a day, to figure out what exactly is it that I want to charge. So when I finally figured it out, I sent the prices to them. So I'm like, all right, cool. Send them my prices. So and I realized also, you know, when you get emailed by these companies, they'll say, oh, at the end of it, it'll say kind regards, so and so, from the company. And I hate that I'm even saying this, because I don't want to give these scammers no ideas. You know, I don't want them to give away to be better, but I just want to put y'all on in case they don't see this, and you know, y'all have a chance to protect yourself, protect your brand, and not get scammed by a lot of these companies and these places. So they basically was like, I found the price, I sent it to them. They was telling me, you know, all this stuff, you know, okay, perfect. They were stressing, oh my god. So this was another thing that happened. Sorry, I can't look at my phone, so I'm trying to remember everything off the top. So they also were stressing the fact that I had to sign up for a portal. Like, I had to sign up for the influencer program situation. So I was just like, okay, let me tell y'all about me, right? I'm not the person to just be clicking links. Because one thing about it, people will send you links, or if you just simply text back, you know, there's those scams where they'll be like, hi Ashley, you know, you gave me a number yesterday at the club, and da-da-da, and you'll just simply reply like, that wasn't me, who this? Like, who the fuck is this? Like, why you writing me? And in a dead, all you have to do is text them back and they can get your location. Like, it's really, really, really scary out here. If you ever get any of them texts, I got them texts multiple times on WhatsApp. You could get them via regular text message. You can get them anywhere. Do not respond to them text messages. Do not respond to them text messages. If they say, oh, I want to pay your bill, or I can pay your bill, just click on your AT&T bill, click your T-Mobile bill, whatever your bill is, and you click that link, they could get access to all your information. Do not click them damn links. Do not click random links that you don't even know what they're talking about. Don't do it. So I don't click no weird links. Like, I would delete it, because I don't even want to click it by accident. I delete them straightforward. Like, don't, none of that. So they sent me the link to the Fashion Nova influencer program thing, and my cousin wound up copying that exact email address, or that exact link, and he put it in on his phone, which thank God for my cousin, because he a real one for that, which I wouldn't recommend that to nobody else, because it could have been something else. But thankfully it was actually a real link to the real Fashion Nova website. So it looked legit. It took me right to the Fashion Nova website. Why wouldn't this be real? Why wouldn't this be real? It looks real, so why is it not real? It took me right to the Fashion Nova website, so I'm like, boom. So they kept stressing the fact that I had to sign up for the influencer program so they could make my portal. So I wound up signing up, putting a little whatever description, let it go. They already told me I was in, so I don't gotta put nothing super important, right? Cool. So I signed up for the portal. They like, all right, cool. They said, get back to me when you're finished signing up for the portal. So I signed up for the portal, which was the actual Fashion Nova website, which they do that. So I was like, all right, cool. So I did it. Y'all, let me tell y'all how right after I did that, I sent it to them, and they're like, okay, so enters a screenshot here. This is what they wound up telling me that I had to do next, right? Read this with me. They was basically saying that I have to pay $200 to sign up and make, I think they were saying activate. Once again, I'm not in front of my phone, so I can't read it verbatim. I have to sign up. It's going to be $200 to activate my portal, blah, 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 blah. I really want y'all to pause this right now and read the whole screenshot. They basically were saying I gotta charge, I gotta pay $200 to sign up for the portal, whatever the case may be. Stop. They keep saying that they'll pay me via Cash App, Zelle, Apple Pay, all this stuff. Now, if you work with a company, first of all, if you have to pay any business, forget the fact that they was trying to get me as an influencer. If you have to pay any business, you never send your money via Cash App, or Zelle or anything you cannot get a refund for. Anybody who has Cash App knows once you send that money, it's gone. Cash App, I don't even think they have a customer service number, and if they do, they never fucking answer. They never answer at all. So it's just like, is it really worth it? You kind of get what I'm saying? So that's that. I didn't really like that. That was the biggest red flag in my face. Like, oh my god, that was crazy. So once they kept saying Cash App, Zelle, I wasn't really paying it on mine, but once they told me I had to pay $200 and then told me the Cash App, Zelle thing, I was like, oh yeah, it's over. It's over, because I already know not to even mess with Cash App or Zelle, any of that, when I mess with a business. And then on top of that, you're telling me that I have to pay $200 for a portal, a free portal, to get it activated, or something that you're gonna pay me for. You never pay a business anything to get started. If they're looking forward for you to work with them, they're gonna pay you. You never pay a company to work with them. That's not how it goes. If a company reach out to you talking about they're gonna pay you, that's exactly what it needs to be. You don't need to be paying them for nothing. So once I saw all you gotta do is pay $200 for so and so, I was like, oh yeah, it's over. I said no. I didn't even respond to them. They said they're gonna send me a message like, oh, please don't have us waiting, No company is gonna run you down like that. They're either gonna pursue you or they're not. They're not gonna run you down. So this is how you know somebody's on the end. Then they sent me the same exact initial email that they used to initially hit me up. They sent it to me by accident again. So I just knew. I said, oh yeah, this is a scam off rip. My fault, y'all. I'm on my way out and it's a lot going on. But yeah, so long story short, you're never supposed to pay a company anything to work with them. They're supposed to pay for everything for you, and if they can't do that, then like there's no reason why y'all should be working together or whatever the case may be. They need to get their budget right, because that's not how you do proper business. Back in the days, I feel like when you have a hair company or a lash company or anything, you're gonna have to do shoots for. I being one of them, long ago, this was probably like 2018 or something like that, we would charge people to like buy their hair, and then we'll pay for the shoot, the makeup artist, stuff like that. I guess we'll be understanding, but still it's to a point now, because we're in 2022, where you should have the budget up to want to pay for everything, I guess. But it's also a matter of giving it that opportunity to the right people. If you are the type of business where you're going to pay for everything, make sure you're not investing or trying to get people who just going to try to mooch off of you and get free stuff. Make sure they're really gonna, benefit your brand and actually do something for you and for your brand. Don't just get all this free stuff for somebody who barely even gonna promote your company. Like it should never be like that. But anyway, so yeah, that's pretty much what happened. And I really realized that I almost got scammed, and if I didn't know any better, I would have sent them that $200 fiending to get started, and they would have never wrote me back. And you see how you ever realize how when somebody's interested in using you for something, or if you're interested in buying a service, or say you want to get surgery, you want to put your down payment down, whenever you're inquiring about something, people run you down. Like, people really run you down bad. But when it's time for you to get paid, or when it's time for you to ask questions, or when the ball is kind of, I don't want to say in your court, because it's kind of in their court now, but once the ball is in the opposite person's court, they don't run you down as much. Like, they'll run you down for everything else, but when it's their turn, they're not going to run you down that much. I mean, when it's their turn, you won't hear anything from them, anything at all. So be very, very, very careful when working with some of these companies. And like I said, if you get an email like this, first of all, it's never supposed to be at a Gmail. It's supposed to be at that companies, intercompanies.com. It's never supposed to be anything other. So I just want to make y'all aware of this. I was going to put it in my vlog, but I realized that maybe I should make a full video about it, like a dedicated video, just to show y'all, what to look out for. Small influencers, big influencers. I'm still learning myself, but I know for a fact that wasn't right. And I know that I definitely would have got scammed, and they're running me down, trying to say they could do all this, that, and the other for me, and giving me so much leeway. And I don't even think I mentioned the fact that they also was trying to say, I sent them my rates, and they're like, oh, well, we usually charge $2,000 per post. If you send your price and the company sends you, they tell you, oh, well, we're willing to pay you double times the amount after you already said your price. One thing about companies, they're not going to want to have to pay more than they have to. They're not gonna want to have to pay more than they have to. So the fact that they was trying to offer me way double the money I asked for was another red flag, because why y'all so fiending? They're willing to sell you a story and tell you what you want to hear, make it sound good, just so you can hurry up and be like, yeah, let me just hurry up and do this real quick so I can make this money. You know what I'm saying? So it's really messed up that they try to get certain people, and if you don't know any better, you're gonna invest into these things. But I just want to tell my followers, my subscribers, people that, you know, watch me, I just want to put y'all on just so y'all know this is no shade to the actual Fashion Nova company, but they're using their name. So I have to put it in the video. They're using their name. So do I think it was the actual Fashion Nova? Absolutely not. Do I think that people are using their name to scam people, to get them hyped, to target influencers, micro influencers, big influencers, mid, whatever? Yes. So be very careful, beware, and just take all these tips down and understand that, you know, I know some of us really want, you know, to work with certain companies and become, you know, expand our brand, etc., etc. But you have to understand, you don't want to get desperate, and you don't want to make impulsive decisions thinking that you're going to get the bigger end of the stick. You have to really read, just like how, you know, when these record deals, just like how when it's record companies, when it's recording companies, they want to tell you, oh, I give you this, I give you that, I give you $1 million, I give you $2-3 million deal, just sign this contract. Once you sign that contract, you asked out, you were so feeling to sign a contract and didn't even know what you was reading. You don't know what you signed up for. So make sure y'all know what y'all signed up for. Read the fine print. Make sure you ask somebody who may know, who have further information, and just get what you can, but just don't get scammed. Don't get scammed, and don't let these people get away with y'all money. Okay, period. So I just wanted to tell y'all that real quick. I hope it helped, and I'm about to go party, y'all. I got my little cute outfit on or whatever, but I'm like, let me put the girls on real quick because anyways, thank y'all so much for watching my video. Like I said, beware the scams, beware of the scammers, and you know, make sure you're reading everything and looking out for the red flags when working with some of these companies. Okay, see y'all in my next video. Bye, y'all. If y'all have any questions, make sure y'all comment down below and let me know. Sometimes I don't get the chance to get back to y'all because sometimes I just zone out and I just be doing my own thing. But if you really have a question about a company reaching out to you, or that if you think something is a scam and you would like for me to give you any input, I'm definitely open to giving you my input or whatever the case may be. Just hit me up and we can talk about it, girl. Well, guy, let me know what you think, and I'm gonna see y'all in my next video. Bye, y'all.
Got a bitch in the city, so don't fuck around. Know them hoes is out to get me, they don't hold me down. Know me now, act like you don't know me now.